disappointing day today. Left plays out there, made mistakes at times. It's never going to be a perfect game, but you certainly point to some different moments that were important that we didn't capitalize, and now we got to look forward to what we still have in front of us, and try to get healthy this next week, get to Vegas, and and try to find a way to win there, and then see if we can string it together in the last stretch of the season. But certainly a disappointing day today, and those are my thoughts. Take any questions you have.
Kirk, the turnovers and the penalties, how do you all try to eliminate those moving forward to help you all out play better?
Yeah, the penalties are hard for me to say. I'd have to kind of go back and watch each one to understand kind of why they're happening. During the game, it happened so fast. I think, certainly the first turnover is one that I can correct. I can, whether throw it away, whether move forward, playoff schedule, avoid a sack, whatever you got to do, but don't need to force the ball into that window. And then second one was tough. Would have liked to have put the ball more to the inside. They brought a good pressure, and I thought Byron Murphy made a good play.
You all getting tied up 21-21, or you sense that, okay, now let's make a push here, but then things kind of went sideways?
Yeah, I was encouraged when it was 21-21, felt good about it. But the next time we got the ball back was 35-21, and it had a little bit of a different tenor to the game at that point.
Kirk, what was your emotions coming back there?
Just gratitude for the 6 years I got to spend here and the people I got to work with, and I got to see some of them post game, and I'm just grateful for the impact they've had on me.
What was your take on the fan reaction coming out of the town? What did you think? What did you expect, and how did you feel with it?
It's a great fan base, and I expected them to make it hostile, and they did a good job with that.
You all are not in first place anymore. How do you all try to move forward here with 4 games to go?
Just play your schedule. Focus 1 week at a time, 1 day at a time, and just try to have great habits on your way to getting ready to play Vegas. And and when you take it 1 day at a time, we'll just have to get to the end of this run and see where we stand on January 5th or 6th, whatever it is. But until then, you just got to play out your schedule the best you can and see where it leads you.
So you and Kevin O'Connell will talk a little bit on the field. What did he say?
Yeah, he just said he was grateful for me. I said the same, and he's a great coach and is doing a great job this year.
You're such a proponent of week to week, and you were saying that this team was winning games, but how difficult does that become when you haven't won in a month that you're not playing the way you want to play as a group?
Yeah, no, it's never easy. In pro football, you get tested, and we're there right now. But as you said, win or lose, you kind of have to be able to apply the same process each week and get better. Whether you're winning or losing, you got to find a way to always continuously improve, and certainly that's important this week.
When you said you thought you played better this week than you did last week, how do you analyze how you're performing right now?
Yeah, last week was a low bar, but I felt better today. Felt more like myself today.
Do you allow yourself to measure yourself up against what Sam's doing, knowing that he just replaced you here?
Yeah, Sam's played great, had a great year, did a great job today, and I'm happy for him and the way he's playing and the way those guys are rolling.
I said you're going to 500 yards in total offense, so usually that's a pretty good sign. But is this the efficiency issue that you guys are kind of struggling with this season, the red zone stuff?
Yeah, I think it's finishing drives with touchdowns instead of field goals. I think it's trying to avoid the penalties. I think it's trying to eliminate those turnovers, and the game's always about points, and so you got to come away with points more than yards. Yards are an indicator, but got to turn them into points.
From the outside looking in, the temptation would be to say, were the 6-3 Falcons the real Falcons, or are these 0-4 Falcons the real Falcons?
Sure.
Where do you land on that question?
I think you just play your schedule, and you again feel like it's a week-to-week league, and when you're playing well, you usually aren't as good as people are telling you when they're patting you on the back, and if you're in a rut, you're usually not as bad as people kind of leaving you for dead, and the reality is usually somewhere in the middle, and we just have to keep playing and see where the dust settles when we get to January.
Kirk, I know it's always said that quarterbacks get too much of the credit, too much of the blame, but as you look at your play, particularly recently, how do you feel like you're contributing to the team's effort?
Yeah, I would love to be playing, with a lot more production. And it's been disappointing, the last 4 weeks to not have a touchdown pass. So I would like that to be different and hope that we can, in the last stretch here of the season, turn that around.